chose to marry a Marine because he looked really good in those dress blues. So please don't hold it against me, but it's definitely hard to compete with dress blues. So I'm with the Armed Services YMCA up in 29 Palms. I was actually their business manager for just under 7 years before I was selected by the board to take over the executive director position. My husband and I were actually stationed in 29 Palms for 14 out of his 22 years because he send me where the Marine Corps needs me. Nobody ever wants to voluntarily go to 29 Palms. Let's be realistic. We are out in the middle of nowhere. So at 29 Palms Armed Services YMCA, we meet many young families who are serving their country, Marine and Navy side, and we actually have 4 Army on deck as well, who are far from their immediate family support. They're getting married younger and younger, 18, 19 years old. They're coming cross country with their families, and here they are in 29 Palms. And we're a pretty isolated base, unlike San Diego and Camp Pendleton. For example, to see a specialist, you're driving about 80 to 90 miles, just underneath that Tri-Corps standard of reimbursement of 99 miles. That's huge. We have a Walmart Supercenter open 24 hours now, which is 38 miles from the base to go shopping at. And then family front activities, there are a few, our base and MCCS and the command try to do that, but our average temperature in the summer ranges from 110 to 120. That's huge. So during the day, if you come out in the summer, you will see nobody out. But 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night during the summer, that's when the kids are out playing in the street with their parents because it is so much cooler. So that's where the Armed Services YMCA, we kind of try to step in and fill those gaps with shrinking defense budgets that are going on and what's important. Everybody understands that training comes first. That's immediate. When we sign on to be a partner with a service member, we know that family does not always come first. So with shrinking defense budgets, just like you said, and that's cuts to training. That's all the social services and those family-friendly services have already been cut as much as they can. So our unique relationship with 29 Palms Base Command is that being a guest of the base and not receiving government funding whatsoever, we can kind of move faster than the military. Pretty much anybody can, but in that instance. So, for example, we had a unit say to us, we don't have a Christmas unit. We had a unit who was deployed, and we had a lot of young Marines who were just kind of going through tough family struggles. We had a lot of spouses doing that. So last year, we sat at a roundtable meeting with the sergeant majors, and we were talking about how can we help? Like, how can we help with the morale? And they're like, other bases do a Christmas you miss. Is this something that you think you can take on? Sure. Never back down from a challenge. So we called some sponsors, we called some donors, and we were able to put on a Christmas you missed in June. Now we lowered that temperature into that building as low as we could, and it just hit like 77, so I felt kind of bad because I was like really trying to get like snow and things. But we actually had a fun event. We had a couple hundred people come out for the event, and we had a lot of smiling faces, and you can see all those pictures on our Facebook as well, and our website. So that's the great thing about the Armed Services YMCA. We have a couple of core programs that I want to tell you about really quick. First is our parent-child program. We fundamentally believe that parents are their child's first teacher, especially because you are away from home. So parents and children come in together for 1 hour each day, ages 2 to 5. They can bring their siblings and their babies with them, so they don't have to pay for childcare. And they fundamentally learn circle time, craft time, letters, numbers, and just as you do, every day they say the Pledge of Allegiance. We think that's fundamentally a core value that all parents and children should have. I will tell you right now, the program was such a high success that we actually doubled our numbers this year. So we went from 45 kids up to 96 with a wait list of 42. Unfortunately, our building is very small. We were talking about it earlier. It's structurally sound, compliments of the Navy engineers that they set up to do it, but it's condemnable. I'm not sure what that means in Navy terms, because the Navy did give us the building, but I do know that we can't expand. So our classrooms hold a max 19 people in one, and 23 in the other. That's not kids, it's people. So if you have a mom with 2 kids or a mom with 4 kids, they're taking up a lot of the room. So unfortunately, we've expanded to afternoon classes, and we're kind of at max capacity right now. We also have a family assistance program. That's huge because when an active duty service member gets hurt, Semper Fi, or the Navy steps in to pay for somebody to be by their side. When it's a spouse and a child, they have to offset that cost, and usually it's Desert Regional, Loma Linda, and fortunately, if they are sent to Balboa, Fisher House is able to help them. But Loma Linda, Ronald McDonald House, and Hanson House at Desert Regional, those cost. We have a negotiated rate, $35 a night at Desert Regional Hanson House. So for 2 weeks, it's $490. I'm not sure about you guys, but savings accounts are kind of like a foreign thing for some of our junior enlisted right now, much less $500 for a 2-week stay. So that's where we step in. We'll pay for the hotel, we will give them gas cards, we will give them Stater Brothers gift cards so that they can buy food while they're down there. I will tell you a personal story. My daughter was life flighted to Loma Linda. She was a teenager at the time. We were a gunny. And thankfully she was only there 6 weeks. 6 weeks is a long time. Thankfully my husband was not deployed at the time, so he could stay home with our other 2 kids and do the whole household dad stuff that he probably had never done before. And I was able to be by her side. But it's rough and it's stressful. And I think the goal that I wanted to bring with the Armed Services YMCA is that there was nobody and I'm a seasoned wife, and there was nobody for me to talk to about the stresses. So when we reach out and do these family assistance, we're talking to the spouses. We're regularly kept in contact with them and their family readiness officers and things like that. Our programs are consistently high levels of participation. So we served 600 families by our Holiday Joy program this year alone. Our 500 families were served by our holiday meals that we gave out over Thanksgiving. We have a weekly food pantry just to say thank you for your service. It's not rank restricted, it's just, hey, thanks for giving up your life and your spare time to defend our country. We have over 10,000 participants, and some of those, obviously most of those are duplicated annually, that come in every Monday to pick up those items. And I will tell you that we served almost 49,000 individuals in our office, little building that we have on base. And I will tell you, over 1,000 volunteers. I will tell you 90% of them are active duty, giving back with over 11,000 volunteer hours alone. Helped the AFYMCA at our events, in our programs, and our community events as well. So there's no way that we could do this without our volunteers and without organizations like yours who do donate and give to us. So we are not government funded in any way. We are a 501c3. So we rely on grants, organizations. David Wong has been a long-time supporter. He still comes up and hangs out with us at our office on our base sometimes. He'll be at the Soapbox Derby next Saturday, where we're going to have 35 kids who actually built Soapbox Derby cars with plywood and put it together to race for the annual car show. I was going to be there too as well. And just as a last note, we have an open door policy. I believe not only an open door policy to see where monies go and how our programs work, but financially as well. So at any point in time, somebody can come up and be like, hey, can I see your balance sheet? Hey, can I see your revenue and expenses? Hey, where did my money go? I gave you $1,000. Where specifically did it go? And at any point in time, we can answer those questions, just because we feel like being fiscally responsible and the donors want to know. So at any point in time, you can come up and take a tour, attend an event, or check out and see where our monies go. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.